Hi everyone, it's Gemma. Welcome back to Pampered Wolf. I did a video not so long ago about the must-have anti-aging ingredients. If you haven't seen that already, I will link it up here for you. In that video, I spoke about a list of ingredients that I feel will be extremely beneficial for anybody wanting a really good anti-aging routine. Now, I know a lot of people don't like the term anti-aging. I myself also don't like the term anti-aging, but I feel like it covers all bases. So these are the ingredients that are going to soften fine lines and wrinkles, improve skin texture and firmness, decrease age spots and pigmentation, all those sorts of things. In this video, I'm going to be talking about all of the products that I highly recommend that include those great ingredients that we spoke about in the previous video. So we're going to get straight into it. If you are new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I upload 2 to 3 videos here on YouTube every single week, and I'm also on Instagram if you fancy checking me out over there. I would really appreciate it if after this video you've enjoyed what you've watched, you come and join the Pampered Wolf Pack by clicking on that subscribe button, and please don't forget the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Okay, so best anti-aging products. We're going to be going through all 5 ingredients that I spoke about in the previous video. So SPFs, we're going to go through retinoids, we're going to go through vitamin C, we're going to go through AHAs and BHAs, and also niacinamide. So let's kick it straight off with the most important of all of those products, SPFs. Now, I've recently done a video with my mum about our favourite SPFs, both mineral and chemical. If you haven't seen that already, I will link it up here and also in the description box for you, because that may really help you for this category. I'm not going to list every single SPF that we spoke about in that video. I'm just going to talk about my favourite chemical and my favourite mineral sunscreen at the moment. These are the sunscreens that never let me down, ever. They're amazing. So the first one that I want to talk about is a chemical sunscreen. This cannot be purchased everywhere in the world because some of the chemical filters in here that are absolutely revolutionary aren't approved in certain countries. I know they definitely aren't approved in the US. So this is from Ultraviolet. It is an amazing SPF. It's got an SPF of 50 plus in here, and it's the Supreme Screen Hydrating Facial Skin Screen. Absolutely unbelievable. This is broad spectrum. It has really high protection for both UVA and UVB. Now this has got 4 chemical filters in here: octinoxate, tinosorb S, tinosorb M, and ethyl hexyl salicylate. This is alcohol free, but it does contain fragrance and essential oils. So if you are sensitive to fragrance and essential oils, this may not be great for you, but it's absolutely superb on my skin. Really hydrating, really nourishing, great for my dry skin, sits really beautifully under makeup, and I just absolutely love it. Now, this is an Australian company. It's sold in Australia, and they are seriously on it when it comes to UVA and UVB protection. You have to jump through so many hoops for it to be approved for sale in Australia, and it is. So this is a great sunscreen. If you can get your hands on it, I highly recommend you try it out, especially if you have seriously dry skin or just dry skin. If you have oily skin, this may not be great on you, but my mum also likes this and she has a combination skin, so definitely one to try. The next product that I want to talk about is my favourite mineral sunscreen of the moment. This is from Paula's Choice, and this is her Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense. This has slightly less of an SPF protection, SPF 30 in here, but it's absolutely phenomenal. It's mattifying, so it's great for anybody with a slightly oilier skin or a combination skin. Sits really beautifully under makeup. And unlike other mineral sunscreens, I don't feel like this sits on the surface of the skin. I feel like a lot of this is absorbed and disappears. I don't find this as drying as other mineral products that I've tried. So if you have slightly dry skin and you'd rather not use a chemical sunscreen, you really want to use a mineral sunscreen, I would definitely try this one out because I find it really lightweight and not overly drying. The SPF ingredient in here is zinc oxide nano, which covers against UVA and UVB. This is alcohol free. And it's also fragrance and essential oil free as well. So a great, great product. Okay, so let's move on to retinoids. Now, there are lots of different ingredients that come under the retinoid umbrella. All of them are vitamin A derivatives and they come in different strengths, all the way up to prescription strength and slightly beyond. So we're going to go from the weakest all the way up to the strongest. And this is how I would start. So if you've never used a vitamin A product or a retinoid before, I would always suggest that you build up your skin's tolerance and go from the weakest and then move on to the strongest. Never jump into the strongest immediately because your skin won't thank you for it. So let's go into retinol palmitate or retinoids of a very similar strength. Now, the first one that I would really like to recommend to everybody is from The Ordinary. This is the one that I always recommend that everyone starts with because it's super, super gentle and causes very little or no irritation on the skin. This is the Granactive Retinoid 2% in Emulsion, and it is amazing. It is absolutely fantastic. This will give you similar results to other retinoids, but it will take a lot longer for you to see those results. But it's a great way of just getting your skin used to using a retinoid. I've seen people have absolutely amazing results with this product, but some people it may take a little longer. Another product of a similar strength to the Granactive Retinoid from The Ordinary is from the INKEY list, and it's the INKEY list's Retinol. Now, although I said I was going to talk about the retinol products after the retinol palmitate products, this doesn't include retinol palmitate like The Ordinary's Granactive Retinoid, but it's of a similar potency. So this includes Retistar Retinol, and it also includes Granactive Retinoid. So it's slightly kinder on the skin, which is why I wanted to include it in this portion of the video. So this is also a great retinoid starter. If you're thinking of starting anywhere, I would definitely start with either The Ordinary's Granactive Retinoid or the INKEY list's Retinol. Moving on to Retinol. Now, the first product that I think is absolutely amazing is from number 7, and it's their Advanced Retinol Complex. This has 0.3% retinol in there, and it's a great, great product. This is one of those products that isn't going to cause you a lot of irritation, but is definitely going to get the job done. So it's definitely one that I would use. It's a really lovely formula as well, feels really nice on the skin and great as part of your nighttime routine. If you're wanting something with a little bit more power to move on to after you've tried the number 7 Retinol Complex, I would definitely recommend a product from Paula's Choice. This is the Paula's Choice 1% retinol treatment. And like it said, it's a 1% retinol. So it is more potent than the number 7 and definitely more potent than the INKEY list and The Ordinary products. Definitely something to work your way up to. I used this for a number of months before I moved on to prescription tretinoin. Let's move on to retinaldehyde. Now, this is only one step down from prescription strength vitamin A. And if you aren't wanting to pay for a monthly prescription, but you're wanting results, this is definitely the direction that I would point you in. Now, this product is absolutely fantastic because you can work your way up the levels as you feel your skin can tolerate it. This is from Medicate and it's their Crystal Retinal. It comes in strengths 1, 3, 6, and 10. The 1 is a 0.01% encapsulated retinaldehyde. Encapsulated just means it will be slower to release in the skin so that you will get less irritation from it. Absolutely phenomenal. Even though it's encapsulated, you are still going to get the results. You're just not going to get as much irritation that comes along with using something that's seriously strong. So I would definitely recommend this. It's a lovely, lovely formula. Again, it comes in lots of different strengths. So you can start from the bottom, number 1, which is 0.01%, move up to number 3, which is 0.03%, move up to number 6, which is 0.06%, and move up to 10, which is 0.1% retinaldehyde. Absolutely love these. Again, if you're not wanting to tie yourself into that monthly prescription for tretinoin, which is prescription strength retinoid, I would definitely go here. And finally, let's talk about retinoic acid, which is prescription strength retinoid, otherwise known as tretinoin or Retin-A. This is just amazing. You can get this from several places. So a lot of people can just walk into pharmacies and purchase this over the counter. We can't do that in the UK. You either have to go to a dermatologist or a doctor and get a prescription for this, or you can sign up for an online prescription using one of the online forums that we have here in the UK, whether that be Dermatica, whether that be Skin and Me, or if you're in the US, Curology. So there are lots of different options. I absolutely love the formula that I get for my tretinoin. I buy mine from Dermatica. I've spoken about Dermatica a lot on my channel, but I do know a lot of other subscribers use other brands as well to get their tretinoin, and they have great success with them too. So maybe I'll try some out and do a little comparison and see whether I like those as well, because I've only ever tried Dermatica before. So we shall see. Watch this space. Okay, so we talked about SPFs, we talked about retinoids. Hopefully I've given you enough product recommendations to get your teeth into, and if you've never tried a retinoid before, hopefully now you know where I would start and how I would progress. By the way, I'm not going to be talking about what all these individual ingredients will do for your skin. I did that in the previous video, so if you're interested in knowing what all these ingredients will actually do for your skin and whether you actually need them in your routine, do make sure you check out the previous video that's listed in the description box. Let's move on to vitamin C. Now, if you've been a regular to my channel for quite some time, you will know that vitamin C does not like me. It's not that I don't like it. It does not like me. So what I've had to do is I've had to ask all of my skincare friends for their recommendations, the product that they've used on their skin and they absolutely love. I would also absolutely love it if you would put your vitamin C recommendations in the comment section for everybody, just so that we can see what everyone's been using. Is it comfortable on the skin? Have you received great results from it? Definitely would you recommend it? I can't personally recommend any of these, but I know a lot of people that can. So firstly, let's go onto the INKEY list. This is the 15% vitamin C plus EGF serum. This is a beautiful formula. I've actually had it in my hands and tried it on the backs of my hands, which are super smooth because I try everything out on the backs of my hands. But a lot of people absolutely swear by this, and it's actually quite a potent vitamin C formula at 15%. So a great one if you're looking for a vitamin C product. The next one is from Paula's Choice. This is the C15 Super Booster. You can actually add this to your moisturizer, or you can add this neat to your skin, whichever you prefer. This is supposed to be an absolutely super formula, really lightweight on the skin and works, really works. The last one I want to recommend is from a brand called FARMACY. This is the Very Cherry Bright 15% vitamin C serum, and also I've heard this is superb. Absolutely superb. So they are my 3 vitamin C recommendations. Please make sure you let me know which ones you've been using and which ones you would recommend. Okay, so let's move on to the next ingredient, which are acid exfoliators. Now, in my previous video, I only mentioned AHAs and BHAs, but I'm actually going to give you a recommendation for a PHA as well. Now, PHAs are for those people with super sensitive skin that still want that surface exfoliation, but they also want a serious hit of hydration. So these are super gentle. You're gonna get little to no irritation with these, and they're for the people that have seriously sensitive skin, or those people that, you know, would just rather use something that's slightly more gentle than an AHA or a BHA. So my first recommendation is for that PHA, and it's from Medicate. This is the Press and Glow Tonic. It's a PHA formula. It's gentle, it's non-sticky, and it will exfoliate on the surface. This will not penetrate the skin and exfoliate deep within the skin, which is why it's super gentle. My next product recommendation is for an AHA. It's from The Ordinary. It's super affordable, and it's their lactic acid 5%, but they also do a 10% version of the lactic acid, which is also absolutely fantastic if you're wanting something that's a little more potent. Lactic acid is also super gentle on the skin because of its molecular structure being quite large, and it's also a super hydrator. So if your skin is quite dehydrated, I definitely recommend the use of an AHA. The other product from The Ordinary that I need to recommend to you is their Glycolic Acid 7% Toning Solution. Now, this is the exception to the rule when we're talking about AHAs being super gentle, because although this is, you know, it's not really intense on the skin, the molecular structure of glycolic acid is a lot smaller than lactic acid, so it can get deeper into the skin. So if you have super sensitive skin, try this out by all means, but if you do have a reaction, revert back to the lactic acid and knock the glycolic acid on the head. The glycolic acid tends to be a little bit more aggressive when it comes to exfoliation, but it is a great formula. If you're wanting a really good exfoliation product, this is it. It's absolutely amazing, and for me personally, I feel like this is better than some of the high-end products on the market. Moving away from AHAs, my next recommendation is for a BHA. Now, BHAs are oil soluble, they penetrate really deeply into the skin, and they really do clean out those pores really deeply, as well as exfoliating the surface of the skin and just making it baby soft, really glowy, absolutely beautiful. So my first recommendation for a BHA will go to Paula's Choice. This is her BHA liquid exfoliant. I use this not frequently, but I use this as and when I need it as a spot treatment. Now, I also feel so strongly about this product and its efficacy and its suitability for teenagers that I allow my son to use this as well. So, I mean, the whole family use this product. I use it as a spot treatment. Some of my family use it all over. Obviously, not around that delicate eye area, but it's just a great product. And the last product in the liquid exfoliator category goes to Drunk Elephant. Now, if you want a severe boost of acid exfoliators, I would go for the Framboos. This is a mixed AHA and BHA solution, and it's potent. It really is. But if you are wanting that beautiful, glowy, youthful skin, this is the one that I would recommend. So this has a mixture of all three: lactic acid, glycolic acid, and salicylic acid. So it's definitely a potent formula. If you feel like you have more sensitive skin, I would mix this in with a moisturizer so that it's slightly slower to absorb. But if you feel like your skin can handle anything, neat on the skin is also absolutely fine with this product. Again, missing out that delicate eye area, which I would do for all of the acid exfoliator products. Great product though. And finally, let's talk about niacinamide and what niacinamide products that I would recommend. What have I used? What have I got great results from? Now, the first one is going to be no surprise to anybody. It's from The Ordinary, and it's the niacinamide 10% solution. I cannot sing its praises enough. I've got great results from this. My mum's got great results from this, and it's also affordable. What's not to like? So I love this product. A lot of people can get pilling with this product though, and 99% of the time I feel like they're using slightly too much of this formula, or they're using it over other products that haven't had proper time to sink into the skin properly, so it dries on the surface, and then when you put another product on the top, it all pills away because it's dried, and you know, it just doesn't go well. So what I would say is 2 drops maximum all over the face is all you need, and make sure that you give that time to sink into the skin so that it doesn't dry on the surface of the skin. You really need to let this penetrate to avoid that pilling on the surface. So yeah, definitely something that I would do. There are some people that aren't going to like this. Some people are going to get irritation. Niacinamide is a very well tolerated ingredient, but like everything, there is always going to be those people that cannot tolerate it. So it's not one product fits all. Some people are going to have an issue with niacinamide and not be able to use it at all. The next product is from the INKEY list. Very similar, great formula, also affordable. Nothing to dislike about this product at all. If you find like you don't like the one from The Ordinary, try the one from the INKEY list and see whether you prefer this one a little better. I've had a lot of people say that they actually prefer this one to The Ordinary's product, so definitely one to try. Okay, so I said finally when I was talking about niacinamide and completely forgot about peptides, so we need to talk about my peptide recommendations. The first one I want to mention is from The Ordinary, and it's The Ordinary's Matrixyl. or the Ordinary's Buffet. Now, both of these will do similar things. Peptides are generally well tolerated, again, very much like niacinamide, but again, there are going to be those people that get irritation from those products. So if you do get irritation with Buffet, I highly recommend you try Matrixyl just to see whether that works a little bit better for you. Another product I want to mention from The Ordinary is Buffet plus copper peptides. Now, copper peptides can be quite difficult to incorporate into a really lengthy routine because they tend not to play well with other ingredients. So if you are going to try them out, definitely try them out with all your other ingredients, and if you find that you get a little bit of irritation, look at what you're trying to mix them with and maybe split things up and use them on alternate days, because copper peptides are absolutely phenomenal. And the reason that they're so good is because copper plays an integral role in a lot of skin functions. So by adding copper to these ingredients, you're basically giving it a superfood which allows it to work better, faster, and stronger. So it's a little bit like giving Popeye spinach, if you will. A little bit of a rubbish analogy, but you know what I mean. So Buffet with copper peptides is definitely one that I would try out. Again, split things up and use them on alternate days if you do get any irritation. The next recommendation is from Alpha H, and this is their Vitamin B with copper tripeptide serum. Again, a beautiful, beautiful serum, slightly more expensive than the ones from The Ordinary, but this also includes niacinamide. So if you wanted to buy a niacinamide product and you also wanted to buy a copper peptide serum, you can combine the two. This is just absolutely phenomenal. It's really, really nice. The last recommendation for peptides, and in fact in this entire video, is from Niod. Now this is phenomenal. It's going to cost you a little bit more, but believe me, if you have the budget there to spend on a peptide serum, this is definitely the one that I would pick. Most definitely. This is the Niod Copper Amino Isolate Serum, and it actually comes in 2 bottles, and you mix the 2 bottles to activate the serum before applying it to your skin. Absolutely fantastic product. So that's it for this video. I really hope you found it helpful. Do let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below, and please don't forget to add your vitamin C recommendations so that everybody can take a look, and also me, and I might be trying a few and seeing whether they work for me. Who knows? Miracles could happen. They are all of my recommendations for all of the absolutely fantastic and super beneficial anti-aging ingredients. I really hope I've given you enough product recommendations to seriously get your teeth into, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.